Let me paint the picture for you. Beverly Hills shimmering like a jewel, a mansion glowing from the inside out, and Kris Jenner celebrating her 70th birthday in a way only the Kardashians can. This wasn't a simple party. This was a Hollywood power summit, disguised with champagne and designer gowns, all hosted inside Jeff Bezos' estate. When Bezos throws an event, even the walls feel expensive. Everything was planned with military precision. Guest list tightened, decor curated down to the last gold accent, and a full James Bond theme executed like a blockbuster film. Smooth, bold, luxurious. Nothing out of place. And then, Meghan Markle walked in. According to people who were actually inside the party, the energy in that room shifted instantly. Meghan didn't just arrive. She entered a space where most guests weren't expecting her, and some allegedly didn't want her there at all. And that's where the night took its first sharp turn. Insiders say Meghan and Harry didn't receive an effortless invitation. It wasn't a pop by if you're free situation. Rumor has it they pushed for it. Multiple messages, follow-ups, reminders, with Meghan reportedly leading the effort as if she was trying to break into Hollywood's inner circle for good. She even leaned on Serena Williams, who was close to Kris Jenner, hoping it would open the door. But here's the twist. Neither Kris Jenner nor Jeff Bezos were thrilled about adding them to the guest list. Kris, being the seasoned strategist she is, keeps her distance from anything that smells like ongoing drama. And Bezos? Billionaires don't like unpredictability, especially the kind Meghan's reputation sometimes brings. Now, this party wasn't casual. Phones were locked away, only one photographer was allowed to capture anything. The environment was controlled, polished, and carefully protected. But Meghan, she treated that photographer like she was on the cover of Vogue again, posing, tilting, reviewing shots, and according to sources, even giving her own approvals. And that detail, the approvals, would come back to haunt her. Throughout the night, she wasn't shy, wasn't blending in, wasn't keeping a low profile. She glowed, she posed, she smiled. No one stopped her because no one imagined it would lead to a morning meltdown. Then sunrise came. The photos Meghan had happily posed for were released through the usual Kardashian channels. And that's when everything blew up. Because the party happened hours before Remembrance Day, one of the most solemn days in the UK. A day of respect, a day of silence. And Meghan and Harry? Seen laughing, dancing, sparkling under chandeliers. The backlash was immediate, and reportedly, Meghan panicked. The same photos she'd happily posed for suddenly became a liability. Calls were made, messages were sent, and the tone was unmistakable. Take them down. All of them. And the Kardashians? They complied. But not happily. Kris Jenner was said to be furious. This was her night, her milestone, and suddenly Meghan was treating it like a PR disaster cleanup. And Kris Jenner does not enjoy being dragged into anyone else's crisis. What happened next was pure Kardashian strategy. At first, Meghan and Harry appeared in a few photo dumps. Kim even posted a picture. But slowly, the erasing began. Next slideshow? Gone. Next highlight reel? Gone. Next set of party photos? No Meghan, no Harry. Scrubbed from the narrative like they had never walked through the door. And in Hollywood, silence like that sends a message sharper than any statement. Industry insiders felt the shift immediately. The whispers spread. Comments from People magazine and Page Six suddenly stopped sugarcoating. Royal insiders labeled the appearance tacky. Others questioned why Harry seemed so far removed from royal values. And producers, executives, influencers, they all started stepping back. One insider summed it up perfectly. Whenever they show up, the story becomes about them. It's never about the host. And here's the truth. Hollywood has rules that no one writes down. You don't overshadow someone else's milestone. You don't pivot attention to yourself. You don't alter the narrative the next morning. And most importantly, you don't disrespect Kris Jenner. She built an empire by understanding timing, image and control. Precision is her brand. And when Meghan tried to rearrange the story after the fact, even unintentionally, she crossed a boundary Hollywood doesn't forgive easily. The verdict behind the scenes? Meghan's behavior wasn't seen as malicious, just unpredictable. And in this town, unpredictability is a liability. And Kris Jenner, she doesn't deal with liabilities. She deletes them. So now imagine the scene. The music is gone. The champagne is flat. The photos have disappeared. And Meghan Markle is left facing a silent Hollywood that suddenly feels colder. Because in this industry, silence isn't empty. Silence is a door quietly closing. And the question lingers. What happens the next time Meghan Markle steps into a room filled with people who have already decided she doesn't belong? Because Hollywood remembers, Kris Jenner remembers, and Meghan now walks into every event carrying the weight of this one night. The next chapter hasn't arrived yet, but after this, everyone is watching, and the doors aren't locked, but they aren't open either. Not anymore.